It's so cold. Put my gloves on. It's so cold, guys. Welcome to the Stony Ridge Farm this morning. I am Josh. I'm here to take you around the farm. I'm trying to get my glove on because it's chilly out. It's about 5 to 6 degrees out here. And we're going to walk basically around the farm a little bit. We've got the cows over. They're probably half a mile away. We're going to walk down over there. I wanted to show you guys, if you're just joining us, we're a little early on starting the live stream, but we'll be going for a good hour plus. This is one of the tire water tanks, and typically we don't get freezing temperatures like this, but you can see it's ice. There's plenty of ice in there. Easy enough. The cows aren't drinking from that water tank right now. We're going to go check the frost-free water tank, the Mirafountain frost-free water tank. But there are enough stones on the Stony Ridge Farm that we can easily solve any ice problem. Wow. That is solid. I say we can. I think I need to bring the a little bit bigger tool. Wow. That ice is that thick. It's a good 6 inches thick overnight. Yesterday that was liquid. Wow. Didn't expect that. Figured I'd be able to bust it right up. Anyway, that's a good test of the water system there. So now I know if it gets down to 5 degrees, you better take a hammer with you because a rock ain't going to do the job. Good morning to everybody. It's a gorgeous day here on the farm. It's sunny, pretty, and chilly. Wrong week to shave the beard for Christmas pictures. So once a year, Miss Stony Ridge likes for me to shave the beard off. It seems as though whenever I shave off the beard, that's when we have the coldest weather. So it's my fault. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry we're having this cold snap. The whole country is about to freeze to death right now. I'd anticipate we're going to have a good turnout in the live stream this morning. Going to walk into the mega shop just to see what the temperature's like inside the insulated shop, and we're going to turn on the power grid system. This is a little temporary solar panel setup that I have. I'll go ahead and turn that on, make sure it's working good. The wind was howling yesterday, so I had to put a bucket of hydraulic fluid on top. Oh man, it's easily 50 degrees in here. Man, that's awesome. So we're going to go ahead and turn this guy on, and we'll plug up our solar panel. And what this is a power station that we're going to be running the shop off of until we can get permanent power. So there is a mess in the shop. Huge mess, guys. I just got done unboxing a bunch of stuff from Northern Tool, and it's all sitting in there. Those boxes need to go. So we got a big recycling thing. I'm sure the recycling folks will be overwhelmed after Christmas. So good morning, Carol, Berlin Valley Stables, Kenneth. Good to see you guys. I can't scroll. Excuse me. I can't scroll on the comments. So if I don't catch your comment, I'm sorry. Merry Christmas to everybody. Miss Stony Ridge is making cookies. I figured I'd save her the frosty aggravation of taking care of the animals in this cold weather. But it's not that bad. Morning, Michael, Ivan, Eric, Dwayne. Good to have you guys here, man. We're a little bit early, like I said. So we're about 15 minutes early on the live stream, which is all good. So we're just going to walk on down where the cows are right now. We're going to check on one of the ponds, and then we're going to check the Mirafountain frost-free water and see if it's done its job overnight. In case you guys don't know, and I'm going to do a specific video dedicated to this about how to prepare for cold weather like this in your house and in your farm. There's some preparations that you need to make for sure, so you don't have busted pipes. And we all know we have supply shortages all over the world, and plumbing supplies are in short supply, and they're absolutely expensive. I wanted to show you guys something. This is how cold it is right now. Check out this bucket. It's a little dry rotted, but I've never seen a bucket do this. That's a Stony Ridge Farmer bucket. That's how cold it is. When a bucket will break that brittle, that's cold. Got a frog in my throat this morning. Yep, making cookies. Making cookies for the family. So, guys, tell me what the temperature is where you're at in your neck of the woods, and where are you? What's the low temp been? This is pretty much the coldest weather we have had since we got cows here on the farm. We had one day where it was 0 degrees about 4 years ago, but this is pretty much the coldest it's been. I've got 2 jackets on right now. It's rather chilly, so we had to make concessions for our animals, put heat pads out for them. We had for the kitties and the doggies. We have outside cats and outside dogs and inside dog, but the outside dogs don't typically come in. We don't have a big enough place, but we put a nice heat mat out there, and they're snug as a bug in a rug. So looks like the pond is frozen right here. We might as well pick us up a good rock to throw across the frozen pond. That's good clean country living right there, isn't it? 10 in East Tennessee. You're not too far from us in East Tennessee. We are about 6 hours from Bristol, maybe 5 hours from Bristol. I guess that's East Tennessee. 4 degrees in Ohio. Now, Ohio, you can expect this, but here we don't get that much of a freeze. Not like this. So our frost line is typically 16 inches around here, 16 to 18 inches. The water pipes that are buried out here on the farm are about 22 inches. So we get many, many more days like this, and we're going to have some trouble. This is something really odd. I guess it's water coming out of there's like a hot spot in the ground right here. Check it out. What in the world? What is that? Let's see if you guys can see it. Okay, that's the wrong way. What is that? It's wet. There's water right here. What in the heck is that? Is that a spring bubbling up out of the ground right there? I don't even know. I've never seen anything like that. I've been here for about 45 years and never seen anything like that. Who knows? Anybody seen something like that? 9 in Jacksonville, Alabama. 0 degrees in Virginia. Come on, man. Tell me where you're at in Virginia. There's another one. You know what I think that is? Underneath the ground right here is a bunch of buried roots and buried stumps. I think that those buried roots and buried stumps are decaying and creating heat and moisture, and that's bubbling out of the ground right there. And that's what's causing that oddity. That's pretty weird, huh? So we've got some sinkholes coming in the ground right there where those stumps weren't buried up as far as they should be. And here's another one. Same thing. So the ground is breathing right there. That's really weird, huh? All right, we're at the pond. This is the little pond here in front of the house. And it's frozen. Let's see how frozen. No sound on earth, like chucking a rock across a frozen pond. It's frozen about a ½ inch to an inch deep. Not very much. Can't get out on it, most certainly. Last year, when the pond froze over, the big pond froze about halfway, and some stray dogs came running down through the farm. They didn't chase the cows, thank goodness, but they came running down through the farm, and they ran out on the ice on the pond, and I saw the stray dog fall through the ice on the pond, turn back around and try to get back on the ice. He couldn't do it. Man, that had to be so cold. So cold. Poor little fella. When you live in the country, stray dogs are not your friend at all. Breezy. I should have got out here about an hour ago. The wind is picking up. The road, 2 days ago, this road was flooded. There was water running over the road right here. I had to get in and fix, and there's still water just pouring out right here. I had to get in and fix the water setup right here where it would drain down to the creek appropriately. Creeks are a little frozen, but not too bad. Whew, my face is frozen, I know that. Did the dog ever? Yeah, the dog got out, brother. Yep. Yeah, he got out, but he was freezing cold, I'm sure. He or she. There were two dogs. They were running and playing and chasing each other, and one of them did bust through the ice. But, you know, again, a stray dog on a farm or out in the country can be something dangerous to your home, to your livestock. And we did lose a goat back when we first moved in to the farm here. We lost a goat due to a coyote or a stray dog. Still don't know what that was that caused that. May never know what it was. All right. Let's hop the fence. Put out an extra bale of hay. Cost $100 to feed the cows yesterday. Put out an extra bale of hay so the cows would have some bedding. In Virginia, 1 hour north of Roanoke, it was 0 most of the night. Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. I don't doubt that at all. Morning, Rick. Morning, everybody. It's just now joining us. We're going to walk on up here to the cows. I can't turn the camera around like I have been because I have these thick gloves on, and it's chilly. Very chilly. Cows are up here patiently waiting. They have grown. If you guys haven't seen a live stream in a couple days, they have grown woolly in the last 2 days. They've gotten really woolly, really hairy. Guess that's just nature doing its thing. All right. Well, let's turn the camera on so you guys can see what the girls are up to. I'll just turn it that way. Excuse me for coughing. This cold air down in those lungs will make you cough. Morning, ladies. So this is why you don't want to have your calves in the winter time. I've got a cow over here that I need to take a quick gander at because it looks like it's right under the fence. We don't want it under the fence. I don't understand why animals want to put themselves in the most ridiculous and dangerous places, but they sure do. Not quite under the fence. What you doing? 202. Man's got a mind of his own. Oh, man. 202 was a handful before he lost his man parts. He was a total handful to deal with. He didn't want to follow instructions, directions, and didn't respect the fence at all. So, welcome everyone, says Denise. Josh, good morning. Central Maryland, Northwest Arkansas. Well, these are the girls. They're all kind of turned broadside to the sun. There's my sweetie. Hey, sweetie. Hey, girl. Good girl. Okay, it's time to check the water. I closed the cows off overnight to the waterer at about 4 o'clock yesterday evening. I don't imagine they'll be in any big rush to get water. And we won't open it back up until we get the hay bale out. But this is the Muir Fount frost-free water. And this is the test. Did it work? Did it do its job? Okay, hammer time. Boy, there it is. Yep, that's a splash. We got water. So no freeze, I hope. No freeze, I hope. Four-wheelers right here. We'll go ahead and open up this little gate. Cows are not moving or mooing or carrying on or doing anything super exciting this morning. Yesterday it was so cold that the key froze into the four-wheeler. We're just not used to this. The humidity here is really the issue. Cross your fingers, the four-wheeler starts here. Here we go. Come on, baby. You need to let that warm up. What I picture in my head is the oil not getting to the bearings when you start something that cold. I just picture it grinding on the bearings. No fun. Not cool at all. So, while we're here, we'll go ahead. We're going to let the four-wheeler warm up for just a minute. And we're going to cut off the string on this hay. The string's probably going to be completely frozen. Everything's completely frozen. That's just, we're in the Great White North right now. Oh, man. People think of North Carolina as being northern, but it's not. It's not northern at all. We're just below Virginia. It's not northern unless you live in like Alabama or something like that, I guess. That's the deep south. So we're going to go ahead and try to unwrap this. This bale string is probably going to be frozen under the bale here. Just a nice, easy, gentle cut. This is called a Milwaukee Fastback. This is what I use. I carry with me all the time. Milwaukee Fastback. Great little knife. Thank you to my buddy Tony for giving me that. One thing's for sure, if you give me something, I'll cherish it, and I'll use it, and I'll keep it, in most cases. Aren't a lot of free lunches out here in the world. Even the cows don't get a free lunch. They've got a job building the soil here on the farm. All right, a little frozen, but not too bad. There we go. Yeah, that one's frozen. It's important that we get all this string out of here so that the cows don't get it in their stomach and have some stomach problems. This stuff, it will entangle and get hung up in all sorts of mess. I get questions all the time from people, and they ask me, what do you do with a hay string? Is it recyclable? What do we do with it? Does this look recyclable? No, it degrades very quickly. There's probably, in this hay string, in this bale, there's probably enough to maybe one garbage bag worth of plastic in that. So no, do you recycle your garbage bags? No, they're just trash. So this is just trash, and that's it. I wish they had a more natural product or a recyclable product, but if you did that, if it was a more natural product and it broke down, the bale would fall apart. So it has to be robust enough to not fall apart. Cool. Okay, I've got to pull the ATV up here real quick, kind of block this gate, and we'll go through the gate and roll this hay bale out to the cows. We're going to target a specific area. It's basically right on top of, see, this has got my glove. It's basically right on top of where we did our trenching for the water system. We get the four-wheeler. Honda, zoom, zoom. Ooh, daddy, that's cold. I can tell the four-wheeler's cold. So I'll kind of pull up here, block the gate a little bit. Oh, fall off in the frozen mud. Yeah, hang this up and then it'll pull through. We don't want the girls coming in and bum rushing us. Okay, easy enough. Four-wheeler won't go too far, right? Now I got to put the string back across here. We got one thirsty cow. We're gonna go ahead and bop that ball down so that that cow can drink. So let's take care of that first too. A little bit of extra work on these cold days. A little bit. Hey guys. Okay, so we'll just, there it is. There you go, girls. Get you a drinky poo. So I blocked this off intentionally last night. The cows don't like really, really cold water, okay? Blocked this off intentionally last night so the cows didn't drink it down, because the water holds the heat in this mirror fountain waterer. So that's why I blocked it off last night. And you can see that cow's like, whoo, that's cold. I'm sorry, I know it's chilly. Now, what we need to know is the sun is shining, the solar well is working. So as the cows drink this down, it'll actually warm the water up in the tank. The water temperature down in the ground is about 50 to 55 degrees. It typically remains constant. So that's why if you turn your faucets on at night, and that's what we had to do last night here in the house, just barely turn the faucets on a drizzle just to make sure that nothing froze up. A little bit of concessions you have to make for cold, cold weather. So let's get this bale of hay out to these girls. Whew. Face is cold. It's gone numb now. -12. You're right. Water froze if it's open. Yeah, we didn't get -12. We had some wind chill that cold last night, but we didn't get quite that cold here where I live. There you go, girl. So I know it's so cold. Look, turns you off, doesn't it, when it gets that cold? That's Cindy. Okay, let's hop on here, side saddle, and ride on out through the cows. Look out, ladies, gentlemen. I know we're all moving slow this morning. Yeah. Come on, Susie. Look out. We got one laying down here. It's time to get up. It's breakfast time. Look out, 207. All right. Guys, don't get in a hurry. The ground is frozen and the four-wheeler's slipping right now. Now, thoughts and prayers are going out to all those ranchers out west that are dealing with really extreme cold weather. Man, again, thoughts and prayers go out to them. This is really tough when you're living out west, and I totally understand why they're probably not unrolling bales like me on an ATV. It's just too stinking cold. Way too cold. Susie says, love watching the cows. Carol, can you get a coat with a heater in it? Yeah, I'm not cold. I'm okay. You're supposed to get cold. You know what I mean? It's my face that's the coldest. Yeah, we're all supposed to get cold. That's what helps make us tough. We got to get hardened off to the winter. Okay. This looks like a good a place as any to drop this bale. Go ahead and set you guys up. We're going to unroll. I already unrolled a whole bunch of hay out on the places where I trenched, where the land was broken, the soil was broken. I think we're going to take this and roll it out right down there. Hopefully the cows' curiosity does not knock the camera over. But if it does, that's the cost of doing business, ain't it? FBN stands for Farmer Business Network. That's what, they're not a sponsor of the channel, but they passed on a jacket to me, which was very nice of them. Okay. Lower our hay bale down. This is not the way we typically do it, but we're frozen. We're frozen, girls. Don't knock the camera over, kids. There we go. Woo! that was perfect. I think the camera got a mind of its own there. Oh man. I think the camera decided it was just going to do what it wanted to do. Good stuff. I feel you on the cold face. Dude, I shouldn't have shaved, but I did. So here I am paying for it. Yep. So let's go take a look, a little closer look at the cows. I'm going to turn the camera around so we can go see the cows a little bit. I know you guys watch so you can see the cows and not me. So maybe some of me. We'll learn a little bit together. But seeing the cows is important too. I'll have to go hook up to another hay bale for tomorrow. And that'll be their Christmas bale. Morning, girls and boys. How you doing? How you doing, Chubby? Yeah, not typical temperatures, but look at how fuzzy and woolly the cows are, guys. These are really, really hardy animals, and they'll do just fine. They'll do just fine. Morning, the Greek, Jennifer, Brett. Merry Christmas to everybody. We're planning on doing a Christmas morning live stream tomorrow. That is the plan with Miss Stony Ridge. Here's something that's not cool at all. Pasture treasure, not a treasure. This is what will harm your animals. Glass. It's an old Coke bottle. Gosh, people used to throw trash out all the time in this farm. When we bought it, we had to pick up a lot of trash and garbage, and glass and stuff like that still surfaces, as you can see. And I've worked this land for, I guess, about 7 years now, 5 to 7 years over here. And I'm still finding little pasture treasures like that, which could really harm my animals. At least an extra bale or two. We just talked about that prismatic over on YouTube. We rolled out $100 worth of hay yesterday to the girls and boys here, so that they would not only have plenty of food to keep them warm, but they would also have plenty of bedding to lay down on, because the ground was wet and the ground's frozen also. So got number 216 here. I have a tiny concern. I see 216 eating good. I see a little bit of signs of scours on his back end there, on her back end. She's a young heifer. She's one of the youngest ones. 216 is one of the last ones born. It's okay, girl. But she's eating good. Typically, you're not going to get the scours or have loose stools as a cow in the wintertime, because this is just really fibrous material, so it keeps them from having loose stools. I would say that the cows on a cold day like this will probably consume 1/3 more hay. That's my assumption. That's why we're feeding them a little bit extra. May go ahead and give them an extra bale this evening also. Tammy is so cute. You get close to Tammy and you're gonna get kicked. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yes, you will. Yep. So yesterday when I unrolled hay, it was so windy. I took you guys along with me in the tractor, but it was so windy that the hay would come off of the roller and it would pass me on the four-wheeler. It was blowing off the land faster than I could unroll it. Just kind of disappointing. Got some little runny eyes going on right here. Not pink eye, but a little bit of a runny eye situation. You'll notice that everybody's got a little bit of dribble under their eyes. We had quite a bit of wind yesterday, so. Morning, 24. There's Mona right there, number 12. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Gary. Morning, David. Kane, Dennis, Heather, good morning. Teresa, good to have you guys here. So if you're just now joining us, one of our water tanks, the tire water tank, did have about, I'd say 5 to 6 inches of ice in it. Morning, Sweetie. Sweetie looks different. She's got a full head of hair right now. Anyway, one of the tire tanks, the cows aren't drinking from the tire tank right now, but one of those was frozen this morning. Okay, so let's go on over real quick, and I'm just going to double check, make sure we're getting some flow in our water tank that the cows are drinking from right now. It actually wouldn't hurt to just drain that tank and let it refill, but boy, that'd be cold on my hands. So let's just walk on over here, take a quick look, make sure our well is doing its job, pumping and dumping. A lot of hay on the land, a lot of manure on the land right here too. This paddock is about 3 acres, and we're gonna probably keep them here for one more day, then we'll move them to a new pasture. Just got to make sure our water system is functioning like it should in this cold, cold weather. So let's walk on up here. I did see some signs of leakage, which I don't mind so much. What happens is this tank gets cold and it draws up just a little bit. This is what I mean by signs of leakage. If I wipe off right here, you'll see the tiniest little trail of water come out right there. So that's kind of a good thing. Okay, you just joined us. We're good to go. Totally good to go. So we'll keep an eye on those 2 blue balls right there and make sure that they are sealing off appropriately. But the whole reason for having these Mirror Fountain frost-free waters is what you see right here. On the coldest of days, we don't have frozen water. That's awesome. That is totally awesome. Impressed. Well worth it. Those water tanks cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $800, and that's prior to installing them. So that's an expensive critter, but that buys you peace of mind. Laura says, good morning from cold Othello, Washington. Wind chill makes it feel like 7. Full weather report. Thanks, Laura. Bill Martin says that's fertilizer. Yeah, buddy. Look at those dollar bills out there. This is where the cows congregated last night, and that's why we've got so much manure right here. And they kind of wasted a little bit of hay, but I don't call it a waste. I call it a bed. And they need to have a good place to lay down, get them off that frozen ground. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Absolutely. Let's walk on back down here to the ATV and see the cows again. You know, you get used to this cold weather and you spend a little bit of time out here and you totally get used to it. Even though my face is frozen and I might have some frosty boogers going on, you do get used to it. Now, I don't think we're supposed to break the freezing mark today. It's supposed to stay below freezing all day long. So it'd probably be a good idea for me to turn on some water and let it run in these various tanks over here. There's another water tank, frost-free water tank over there. I saw something, buzzard. Oh, we got buzzards over there, so somebody probably let a deer, probably hunting and let a deer go. Not cool. This happens. Let's see what Karate Cow is up to this morning. Morning, Karate Cow. Hey, Karate Cow. How you doing? I call him Karate Cow because he will turn and kick you. You see everybody's just chowing down in here. Let's just walk around and see the cows this morning. There's Butthead. Good morning, Butthead. How are you? Your tummy full? Oh, man. Been a while since I was clean shaven. Yeah, Brandon, sure enough. Don't turn your ankle on one of them dollar bills. Yep, frozen turds. Frosty boogers and butt fertilizer, says Denise. That's funny. That's funny. Denise, you've been here for a while. Thank you for being such a good fan. You're like super fan of the year. Between you and Michael and quite a few others. A whole lot of you guys are here with me every day, and I appreciate it. Believe it or not, just doing these live streams like this really helps offset the cost of hay. So you might have a commercial pop up on the live stream once in a while. This is what helps to feed the animals as we build the farm and we build a profit. We have a profitable farm. It just takes time to do that. And you guys are a major part of it. So thank you from my family and my cow herd to yours. Right? Susie? You gonna be my friend this morning, Susie? Hey girl, how are you? She likes her shoulder rub right there. You get that all day long, huh? How far can you throw one of those frozen chips? Not very far. Considering that little shoulder issue I had a few weeks ago, maybe about a week ago. I had like a crick in my neck and a bit of a shoulder issue. So, not very far. Uh-oh. What you doing there, Susie? You watering the grass? That's awesome. I've been here since around 25 to 30K, but not always on the live stream. Awesome. Good stuff. Well, it seems like it's warming up a little bit. We might be in a heat wave here, guys. I think we're pushing the 10-degree mark now. I wish I could show you live what the temperature is. You know, you get the full seasons. In the summertime, we're out here hunting for shade for the cows. In the wintertime, we're out here trying to give them a warm spot to lay down, keep their water from freezing. It's a challenge. Every single day is a challenge. When I woke up this morning, the first thing I did was think about cows. I even dreamed about them last night. I dreamed that they got out last night and ran over and got into the hay and ruined all the rest of their hay for the year. Watch you and your father's pig from the beginning to the end. Are you going to do this on the Stony Ridge? Yep. Eventually, sure will. Make a old-timey Appalachian country ham, Virginia hams. Awesome. Good stuff. Hopefully nobody's ready to have a baby. That's the biggest concern that I have. When it's cold weather like this, just hopefully everybody's gonna have their babies in spring. That's why we breed. We put the bull in the 4th of July so that we have our babies in April and May instead of in the cold weather. We don't want a cold, wet baby calf out here. Man, my face is frozen. I see it's really red. Oh, man. Awesome. Enjoying some Milk Gap syrup today. Susie, yeah, that is good stuff, ain't it? Good stuff. I've been doing the low carb thing so much. I woke up yesterday morning and I ate some cookies and chocolate. And it tore my stomach up all day long. It still tore up. I guess I'm just so used to doing the low carb thing. And I wouldn't say I purposefully intermittently fast. I just say that I typically don't eat in the day until about 2 o'clock. And I eat from about 2 till 10. Again, that's how I lost a lot of weight by kind of fasting like that. And it worked. So Merry Christmas, Jeff. Merry Christmas, Phil. Now, question and answer time. If you guys have any questions or anything, I'm going to crank up the bale and roller real quick, and then we'll get to your questions. This Christmas, you can ask me anything you want to ask. We'll have a little Q&A session before we go while the cows are out here chowing down. Boy, even the bale and roller's frozen. All right, question and answer, Q&A, a little windy now. Merry Christmas, says Jeff. Bill says Merry Christmas. Thank you. Thank you so much. Philip the Wise, I start my day with a banana and a quart of water. Good deal, Philip. Remember, Philip, banana is basically a bar of sugar, okay? So think about that. But it's good for you if you have potassium issues, stuff like that. But think about that. Starting your day with a high protein diet, and this is Nurse Josh talking to you. And in my experience, starting your day with a high protein and lower carb diet oftentimes will stimulate your metabolism to move a little bit faster. Now, I know we're here in the holiday season, everybody's spoiling themselves. So do that, spoil yourself. But think about that. It's a good idea to start your day with a higher protein diet. And this isn't me, this is my experience, and this is my education talking also. So why did you shave your winter fur, says Dave? Miss Stony Ridge liked it. How many cows are pregnant, do you reckon? All the breedable cows should be pregnant. I'm going to say we're 22 or 23. Josh, with Josh not having a beard and a mustache, how old do you think he is, everyone? Yeah, no gray showing through here, huh? Did the water tank guys you spoke with have parts on hand to get to you ASAP? They did. And I went around the entire farm and I opened up every single mirror fount waterer and I fine-tuned and adjusted it. I happened to find that I've got 2 extra mirror fount waterers, which are going to go over on this next hillside as we build a water system out and fence in more property and expand the farming operation. So I robbed one of those valves off of the new package and I put it on the water tank down there that was just blowing water everywhere. So yeah, absolutely. Give us examples of what protein you eat. Eggs, Judy. But typically, again, I don't eat until early in the afternoon. So what's Mr. Stony Ridge think of the new look? She likes it. That's why I shaved. It was for her. So Judy, yeah, eggs, scrambled eggs with a little bit of cheese, some garlic powder, some onions, some parsley, some pepper. Yeah, throw some ham in there, a little bit of sausage, something like that. Yeah, that's typically what I'll eat if I'm doing a breakfast. But like I said, this morning, I'm not even hungry. I love gravy. I'm a gravy addict, so that'll be my weekly spoiler. And my family, on Christmas morning, the gravy is the height of Christmas, which is kind of funny. Dave says, coffee, that's my protein. Any plans? Any marriage plans made? Nope, not yet. Not yet. Are you going to be dragging the pastures now the ground is frozen? Well, the problem with doing that is that the turds are frozen too. So all the cow patties are frozen. They're frozen to the ground, so it won't do me any good to drag the pasture. I was thinking about that myself, but it won't do any good. Gonna grow it back. Yeah. What's your record cold? 0 is what I've seen here. But last night it was 5 degrees. I was up basically virtually all night long. I got up and flushed toilets in the middle of the night, turned water on, turned water off, turned the water heater on and off. I mean, I was really nervous about freezing. Bacon, milk gravy. Bacon and milk gravy over biscuits. I've never done bacon gravy. Ham gravy, sausage gravy, but never done bacon gravy. Might be good. Have you tried chocolate gravy and biscuits? No, we're talking about losing weight. I think that might put me into a mid-afternoon coma. Will this cold weather harm your mushroom spores? No. Patrick Smith, same question, was just asked. Any plans for marriage with Miss Stony Ridge? Not that I know of. You guys will know. We'll keep you posted. She's watching right now, by the way. And they're making cookies and watching. We're listening to holiday music. I'm not an Ebenezer Scrooge here, but I don't know, guys. They started playing holiday music like a month and a half ago. And how long is Christmas going to last? You know what I mean? I like holiday music for like 2 days out of my life. And then the rest of it, we can skip it. Today it's so cold. We got about a quarter of the way into the Lampoon's Christmas. We watched Gremlins yesterday for the first time. And if you guys were in the live stream the other day, we asked you, what are your favorite Christmas movies? And Gremlins is on my list, and Miss Stony Ridge had never seen Gremlins. When is Sawmill Sunday, Dave? Sawmill Sunday does not do so good in cold, cold weather. Okay, so the sawmill doesn't like to run. It's all hydraulically driven. Those hydraulics do not like cold, cold weather. So next week, it's supposed to almost be up in the 50s and 60s. So potentially then. My face is going numb. Gremlins is amazing. I wouldn't give it an amazing, but I'd give it a, it's okay. Got some Canadian geese coming in. Well, they're going to get a surprise when they go down to the pond. They are coming in right there. The cockroach of the sky. The Canada goose. Oh, man. My neighbor has 2 big ponds up here, and they're close to his house, and the Canadian geese come in and just, they're famous for going to the bathroom. They're good fertilizer. Well, they're circling now. I think they're looking for a non-frozen place to light. It's a very inventive movie. Part 2 was okay. It is a pretty inventive movie. I enjoyed it. Merry Christmas, Philip the Wise. Friends and family, thank you. John is in the house. Hold on. Let me scroll back down. Hayden will take care of them for you. That's funny. It don't bother me so much. I don't care if they go over to the pond and they hang out in the pond. And the only thing I don't like is if they go get duckweed from one pond and then they bring it to your pond and then they give it to the next pond and the next pond and the next pond. So that's the only danger there. Patrick Smith, yes, you asked once too many. What are you guys talking about here? Hold on here. Yep. Christmas bah humbug. I love the Scrooge movies. Yeah, it's movie day. It is movie day. Hard to top the list for a Christmas movie. Die Hard is at the top of the list. Die Hard. Okay, we'll put Die Hard on the list. So let's give you guys a little bit of Stony Ridge drama. What's going on the Stony Ridge Farmer YouTube channel, the big YouTube channel, the one where I post videos anywhere from 2 to 5 times per week, full-length videos, filming and doing the things that I do here on the farm. I don't know whether it's the holidays or people just aren't thinking about it or what's happened, but the views have just cut in virtually down to a third. So I'm getting a third of the views, which is affecting the bottom line on the farm. It's a lot of work to do this. You know, I probably spend 50 to 80 hours a week either planning, building, or filming, or editing and doing stuff here on the farm. So I don't know why the views are down. Maybe when it starts to warm up, people perk up and start thinking about farming and raising chickens and stuff like that. But they're down right now, and it's a little bit odd. So if you didn't get a chance to see the video released this morning over on the main YouTube channel, it's a pretty fun video. Did a little bit of firewood cutting, splitting wood with the Wolf Ridge. It was a good time. Michael watches everyone. Good job, brother. Thank you. There is a spot of dirt. Yep, right there. Yep. That's just part of it. Clean your glasses off, Josh. You're driving me crazy. Come on, man. Can we have a little dirt in our lives? I see it. Philip said, I noticed the views are down. Yeah, so typically, I don't know exactly what's going on, but typically we're getting more views. So I don't know. So is what it is, I guess. But that's all. Where's the mustache? Shaved it all off. I didn't like the way that I looked with the mustache at all. And yesterday I got out here, did a little bit of work, froze my butt off, came back in, and me and Miss Stony Ridge went to the gym, and I just could not picture myself in the gym, seeing myself in the mirror with that ridiculous mustache. I couldn't do it. 918 Scott says, sorry, I have not viewed the main channel this month. Get on there, son. God made dirt, and dirt don't hurt. Awesome. Mike, good to see you, buddy. Well, guys, the cows are doing great. I'm doing great. My feet are freezing. My face is freezing. And I've still got to go and hook up the hay bale and roller. Do you think it's because of the live stream channel just added? Philip, I honestly don't know. I will say that folks that are over here watching on YouTube, that if the live stream channel goes by the wayside, I don't get a lot of views on the live stream channel, but we do get some. I like to share this with you. However, if it ever disappears, we will still do live streams on the regular channel every Wednesday, and it will be over on Facebook also. So just so you know. Denise says Josh looks absolutely incredible. I don't know about that, but the mustache looked pretty silly. It's the holiday season. People stay busy. It's been going on for about 2 months now, brother. It has been. And it could be because of the live stream channel. I don't know. I have no idea. But go warm up after the hay bale. That's what I'm going to do. So what I got to do next, what am I going to go do is I'm going to take the ATV and the Greg Judy bale unroller. I'm going to hook up to the next bale, to tomorrow's bale, and I'll bring the ATV up here and I'll sit it out to where all I have to do in the morning, and I'm going to try to do a live stream in the morning, but I don't know if we'll be able to do it because it's going to be right at sunup. I'll have to be out here unrolling a bale. And I just don't want Miss Stony Ridge. She'll be here first thing in the morning, and I don't want her to have to be out here freezing to death either. So I just prefer kind of, I guess, chivalry is not gone. I don't want her to be out here freezing her butt off. So we take care of the things we take care of, and I can take care of the cows without both of us having to freeze to death. So that being said, everyone have a wonderful and Merry Christmas. We will have a little Christmas video out tomorrow. Just wishing you a Merry Christmas, and thank you so much. John, I had someone give me some profound information last night, guys. You know it's cold outside when you go outside and it's cold. Oh, John. My buddy John, what a nut. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Take care. Merry Christmas. We'll see you in the next video. All right. Cows? Doing good. They don't mind the cold. Take care. Happy holidays.